Hey y'all. Today I'm going to be planting some more evergreens. I've picked up several on clearance over the last couple months, and over the last few weeks I've planted several, but they've been more on the smaller side, for evergreens, ones that get, maybe 10 or 12 foot tall and only 2 to 4 foot wide. And so today is going to be a little different. Today I'm going to be planting some that are going to get really big. Uh, Most of the time when for years when I'd buy plants, I really mainly focused on plants that were, going to be blooming, whether it was perennial flowers, annual flowers, or shrubs that were going to be blooming. But then during the wintertime, because we have, really big native trees here where I'm at. And they all lose their leaves, during the late fall. And so during the wintertime, there's really no green when you look outside. And that really makes it look gloomy. And so I've tried to focus this fall, I was determined to focus on adding evergreens, different sizes, different shades of green, um, and so these right here, these are the green giant arborvitaes, so they're going to get really big. And this is the entrance way to the field where it used to be a pasture. They had cows, they had horses, the people before us, and uh, and they had planted a whole row of these Bradford pears, which they're terrible trees. They're really pretty in the spring when they bloom, but they stink. I just don't care for the Bradford pears. And eventually, these two, I'm going to show y'all, they're really big. Eventually, these two are coming out. But I don't want to take them out until I have a different structure here, because I've gotten so used to having a big tree on each side of this entranceway coming back here. And so I'm going to go ahead and plant these two and let them be growing. And then, I don't know, over the sometime in the near future, we'll probably end up taking out these two trees. We already had the electric company move 3 or 4 that was, going on down in a row. And so these were the only 2 that we left. And so I'm going to show y'all these trees. Okay, it's the green giant arborvitae, and these are going to get, well, I think it said on the front, these are going to get 30 to 50 foot tall, and I think they're going to be 15 foot wide. And so, but they're going to be so pretty, and right here they can get that big. And so I'm gonna get these planted, and then I'll bring y'all back. This one's probably not going to be as easy to dig. I'm hitting tree roots. And two of them are pretty good sized tree roots. I think it's going to be able to fit between the two that I hit. Alright, I think that's going to be big enough. And these trees are definitely ready to come out of their pots. I could not keep enough water in them the last few weeks. I'm just scratching the roots away from it just a little bit so they can spread out. You want to make sure you water them in really good. Alrighty, these two are, let's take the tag off. These two are in the ground. And before you get them packed in, you might want to make sure that they are straight, because it's hard to adjust them after you've packed them in if you did it crooked. You just give them a good drink of water on the top to let it settle, get some of the air pockets out. Okay, now we're gonna go plant the other one. The other one is not an it's not a green giant arborvitae. The other one is a Arizona Cypress, and it's beautiful. Let's go get it planted. And this is the other one. This is the Arizona Cypress, Carolina Sapphire. And this one is, it's blue. I don't know how it's showing in the video, but it is very blue. And this one is supposed to be, once it's established, more drought tolerant. This one's also going to be really big. It's going to be 20 to 30 foot tall and 20 foot wide. So, but since it's more drought tolerant, and this is going downhill where I'm planting it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, my shadow is in the way. Anyways, this is going downhill. And so I'm hoping that this one, being a little more drought tolerant or heat tolerant, will be able to handle this area, because this is a little bit of a complicated area with it going downhill. I've not really planted anything here because of that. But I think if this does good, it's going to be beautiful here. And so let's get this one planted, and then we'll take a look at all of them. It's in the ground. Now I think this is going to be really pretty here. Let's see if I can show y'all. It's going to be on this side of the tunnel, or what I call a tunnel. And there's butterfly bushes planted up there beside of it, beside the tunnel. So you'll have those blooming, and I've got to finish filling in that area. I've only got 2 butterfly bush and a rosemary right now is all that's planted there. Because again, this is going downhill, so it's kind of been a struggle trying to find plants that would work, that could handle not having a ton of water in the really hot part of summer. And so the butterfly bush, seemed to do fine there. And so I'll have the evergreen here, this is plenty far enough from the house. I will say, this tree smells, I don't like the way it smells. I think it smells bad. I mean, some of y'all might like the way Cypress smells, but this one just has a very weird smell. I'm just not crazy about it. So I wouldn't want to plant one of these, close to the house where I was going to be smelling it all the time. But I think it's going to be beautiful to look at from the house, which is, we're a good, distance from the house. So I think it's going to be fine. Anyways. Now let's go look at the Arborvitaes. Okay, and this is how the Arborvitaes look from this side, which is the side that you would be entering into if you were going out into the field. And I think I'm going to really enjoy having these here during the winter time once they get big, and these grow pretty fast. I've heard some people say they grow around a foot a year, maybe a little more. And so I think that's going to be great. I'll be able to see them from my kitchen in a couple of years. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do out in the field. I really kind of like it open. But we'll see as time goes by. But if you're new here, I just want to say welcome. And if you have been here before, then welcome back. Until next time, bye.